Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I thought I would do the tutorial on my Thanksgiving eyeshadow. I'm not going to do the Ebuli cream shadow because I don't have it with me. I left it at one of my relatives' homes. Hopefully it's at my uncle's. If not, then it's in my car and it rolled under a seat. Anyhow, so I'm just going to do the matte cranberry and Fantasme. The Ebuli I really only put right here in the outer corner in kind of a V shape for that look, and then blended just a tiny bit. It wasn't anything where you absolutely have to have the brown to make the look, look good. It works with just the cranberry and the Fantasme. So let me get started. I've got Makeup Forever's Duo Matte powder all over my face. I've got concealer. I've already done my eyebrows. I do have blush on, just so you guys know, and I'm just going to take a cream eyeliner, and this is a Smashbox palette that I've had. I got this as like a perk, point perk from Sephora probably about a year, maybe even 2 years ago. It's got every color that they make, that Smashbox makes in their cream eyeliner. I like it. I have used the liners, for lining purposes, but I love them as bases to whatever shadows I'm going to do. And the variety, it's like all these in one. When I do my navy eyeshadow, I always use the navy cream liner right here. If I do a gray, I try to use the gray right here. There's like a forest green that I've used before. This one, which is like a little goldy, coppery color. So they work well. And then whenever I do a brown, I just use a brown base. Now there's two browns in here. One is a brown and one is a red based brown. So I'm going to use the red based brown. And this brush, it's a e.l.f. Professional eyeliner brush. I've also got the same brush in a Smashbox version. It's just a flat eyeliner brush. So that's what I'm going to take. And I'm going to get that shadow, that liner on both sides of the brush. And I'm going to take my mirror and I'm just going to create a little V on the outside of my eye. Right, let me smooth my eye over down. Sorry, I didn't look at it before. Right here, where the outside corner of my eye is, you can see where I put the color. And then I'm going to wipe it down, just like that. And that is how I've created my shape of my eye. And that's just going to give cranberry something to kind of grip onto. You can see that it doesn't necessarily follow that exact line, but it does give cranberry something to stick to. And that's what I'm after, because alone, cranberry is a beautiful color. When you apply it, sometimes it'll go on as more of a wash than a real, deep eyeshadow. And a wash is really pretty unless you want to play up the color of the shadow, which I do. I'm going to put that cream liner down here too to kind of hold on to that cranberry also. I like wash, colors that give you a light wash, but most of the time I'm using my shadows to create a contour somehow in my eye. So I like them to work as actual eyeshadows. I'm going to take my MAC blending brush. This is the 217, I believe. Yes, 217. And I'm just going to blend out the edges a little. Of course, I have some glitter on there from the Fantasme, so let me wipe that off. Okay, so like I said, you're just going to kind of soften that line just a little bit. So I am done with that now. I'm going to take my, thank you honey. Okay, go watch Fresh Beats please. I'm going to take my cranberry color, this is how I do my arch when I draw them on. This is a Anastasia, it's the Petite Arch is what I use, and I just put it on there and then, powder my lids in. Now it is very long, I don't go all that way, I go about to there and do it. But I keep it inside here because that is where my wedge eyeshadow is, and that's what I use to do my lids. So I keep it in there, it keeps it nice and flat too. Anyhow, That is Max Cranberry, and then this is Blackberry. I'm going to use both of those colors. Cranberry I'm going to pick up on a brush, and I'm going to get it onto my lid on top of that brown. Right there. And you can see that by putting that color, that cream liner down, it just picks up the cranberry color a little bit better than it would on its own. Let me show you. On its own, you put it on and you really have to build it up like a lot for the color to come across. Whereas if you put the liner down, let me grab some of that. If you put a little bit of a base down, see, like there's the base, and just kind of blend it in a little. If you put the base down and then you put the cranberry, whoops, where are you? You put the cranberry on top of the base, you can see it changes the tone of the brown, but it brings the cranberry out so much more. So this is just cranberry on its own, and this is cranberry with a little bit of base. You see the cranberry tone, like you see the tone of the color, but it's just, you know, so much more intensified, and that is the look that I'm after right there. So make sure that I have the same look to both sides. And then I'm going to blend with my 217 again those edges out. I don't know. And when I blend, I don't blend like everything that I put in here because I want the color to stay there. If I was to go over it with my blending brush, it would, you know, blend the color out a little bit, kind of remove a little bit of the color. So I want most of the color to stay on my lid. I just want the edges to soften a little bit, which is why I do that. Now, with my other trusty MAC brush, the 219, my numbers are so worn off, it's crazy. My 219, my little pencil one, I'm going to take that cranberry and go right under here, like I always do for my lower lid. Just like that. Now, I'm going to take just an ordinary shadow brush, this is a cheap one from Target, and get that blackberry color onto it, and I'm just going to put that right here in the outer corner of the shadow. This is not going to do very much other than deepen up that outer area just a little bit and kind of matte down the cranberry a tiny bit. Might not be so noticeable in on camera, but it kind of creates like a little gradient color that goes into the cranberry, which if you're using the bluey, which I did, I would do at this point, take a dab of that and just put it right there instead of the blackberry on both sides, and that is how I got that depth. But since I don't have the bluey with me, I'm just doing the blackberry instead. Okay, so now that let me close this cream liner that I forgot to close. I try to keep it closed all the time. Okay, now you just want to go back and blend anything that you see might need blending. And I'm finished with that. I'm finished with the shadows now. Now what I'm going to do is take the Fantasme, which, here it is, sorry. This is the Chanel Fantasme, and I'm going to make sure my finger gets a little cleaner, and I'm going to take that Fantasme onto my hand like so. You guys, let me swatch it. There it is, right there. It's so pretty. So I'm going to take it onto my finger, just a tiny bit, not too much, which I know, I'm sorry about this light. There it is. If I had something to cover the light, it would probably make it so much better. Let me see. Does that soften it a little? Yes. Okay. Now, I'm going to take that and just go into my inner corner like this and dab. And then I'm going to bring it down here a little, and you can just basically push your finger like this into that corner so it gets down here and up here. And then I'm going to take whatever is left and just kind of run it over my lid. Yes, honey?
I want a juice.
You want a juice? Okay, hold on. I'm almost done. Okay, so do you see how I did that? I just kind of ran over it. I'm going to... Let me have it. Okay. Sorry. She wants a Capri Sun. Give me this. Okay. Here you go. Good juice. Alrighty, so you're done with that. Now I'm just going to blend a little bit. And you can do that with your finger by just patting. Because that color kind of got deep right there. Take your blender and just kind of soften the sparkles on the outer edges a little bit. Like so. And I don't do too much down here because when you put that sparkle, it gets down here, like when you're pressing. And that's kind of, you know, the look that I want. That's what I'm after. So just taking whatever's left on that cranberry and popping it into the center again to make sure that that color stays nice and cranberry-esque. And then I just kind of blend it together. So there's that. Now I'm going to take a brown Smashbox, you know what, eyeliner. Oops, sorry. And I'm going to lightly line my top lid just to give it some depth. I'm not going all the way in, I'm just going midway into here. And then I'm going to line my waterline. This is hard to do when you're a contact wearer because you can't, in the mirror I would pull this down and then, you know, line. But since I only have one hand because I have to hold the mirror, it's a little hard to do if you are a contact wearer, like I said. I said I was done with the eyeshadows, I'm not. I'm going to take this one right here, which is Nylon, get it onto my brush and pop it right up here. Just in there. Eva, please stop it because that, I can hear that. Okay? And that just highlights. Okay, now then, I'm going to curl my lashes like so. Okay, and then I'm going to take my mascara. Sometime together. Okay, now this is, oh, that was Bare Essentials Buxom mascara. I'm going to take my NYX lip pencil in pale pink and line my lips. And then I'm going to take Turkish Delight by NARS, there we go, by NARS, and I'm going to put that on my lips. That is the finished look. And my eyebrows kind of got some shadow in them. I need to brush that away to clean up my eyebrows, but that's it. That is the finished look, like I said. It is really easy if you're just in the mirror in the bathroom by yourself on its own. So there it is up close. And that's MAC's Cranberry and Fantasme with a little bit of Blackberry on the outer corner. But I use the Fantasme mostly in the, you know, beginning of my eye because it's just so fabulous. Please stop that with the broom. That's annoying. Please stop it. Anyhow, there's my lips. So, the finished color. Like I said, I don't know if this light, is that too bright? Ooh, that is really bright. Sorry. If that shows you any better what I did. And then just a little, you know, light, really light blush. So, thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.